Hey, it's Craig here, Reviews for You. What's going on, YouTube? Alright, so it seems as though we got some things to go over. We really got some things we gotta go over today. The first thing we need to go over is the budget for this abomination of Soylo, which I'm sure you probably heard by now. $250 million budget on this movie. Now that's more than The Last Jedi. $250 million. Probably has to do with a bunch of the reshoots, and who knows what the film would have actually been like had they stuck with the original directors. But, you know, $250 million budget on a Soylo film. And a Soylo film that nobody wants. Now, this seems like a bad decision, doesn't it? Alright, it's not really a bad decision, and I'll go into that here in a little bit. Now, I just got finished looking at Rotten Tomatoes, and of course it's down to 38% now for those of us that actually want to go see it. We're trying to get it trending on Twitter right now. My Twitter is Reviews for You 18. And I've got some good ones up there right now. We're trying to get it trending right now, you know, hashtag notmystarwars. There's a few of the subscribers that are already doing it. I'm doing it. As soon as I start typing it in, it starts coming in up. We want to make sure that this gets trending. All right, this is the last week that we've got to make a really good impact. Now, what it's going to take in order for Star Wars to actually change is it's going to take a catastrophic failure on their part. Which, if they've got $250 million in the film itself, then they're going to have around the same in advertising. So you figure they got $500 million in this movie. Now, they're saying that it's going to outdo Black Panther. Projected that it's going to outdo Black Panther. Oh no. This film is no Black Panther. Like I said, I've seen it. It was free. And I still feel ripped off. I mean, seriously. I didn't have to pay for it. And I want my 2 hours and 15 minutes back. 2 hours and 15 minutes of my life is completely wasted on this film. Even if you go back and I suggest everybody go to Rotten Tomatoes right now and just scroll down, and it'll give you the top critics, and you can even look at the good ones, and the good ones are horrible. But there's not that many good ones, and the only reason they want to do this is they have to stay in the good graces of Disney, especially if the U.S. government approves this deal of them being able to buy Fox, and Comcast is unable to get it out from underneath them. But that all depends on Turner Broadcasting. It's a big mess. Disney owns a lot already. A lot of this stuff that you're getting, as far as news-wise and everything else, there's a reason for it. There's absolutely a reason for it. They're trying to get rid of the original fans. That's a plain and simple deal. We've got to get the original fans out of there. So, because they're not going to accept the message that we're getting across. We were brought up watching this, and you know, these guys became role models to us. Luke became a role model. You know, a lot of us, it showed values, it showed morals. There was a distinct difference between right and wrong, and good and bad. What Disney is trying to do right now, and Kathleen Kennedy is doing an excellent job at it. Don't think she's stupid, because she's not. Kathleen Kennedy is doing an excellent job at it right now. They are trying to rebrand Star Wars. That's a true statement right there. They're trying to rebrand Star Wars. They know that us fans that are getting older, like me, old as dirt, they think we don't buy things. We don't buy toys. We don't buy this. We don't buy that. Do you see all this crap behind me? Can you see that? Nobody bought your toys from The Last Jedi either. I mean, nobody really bought your toys from Force Awakens. They're still sitting there. And no, the Rogue One stuff, there's still some of that there too. There's a ton of The Last Jedi stuff there. So don't tell me that, apparently we are the ones that buy the toys. But that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to rebrand Star Wars. When Disney got it, that was the master plan altogether. They knew they had to finish this trilogy out, and if they piss enough of us fans off, well, it'd be just like new Coke. They knew we wouldn't buy it anymore. Now, they're not risking the franchise on it, but because they just blindly think we're going to go watch a Star Wars movie. But that's exactly what's happening. They're trying to rebrand Star Wars. And they're trying to make it appeal to the younger generation, which they don't seem to understand doesn't buy toys. They buy all kinds of weird shit, but they don't buy toys. You can guarantee there's not going to be Star Wars toys in the friggin' room. There might be a bong sitting up in there somewhere, but there's not going to be a freaking damn whole big, $1,000 collection of friggin' this and a $1,000 collection of that. So, if they try to rebrand Star Wars, which is what Kathleen Kennedy is trying to do, and I can tell you that I don't think it was a mistake whenever she said that Lando was going to be the next spin-off movie, and then turn around and made him retract it. I don't think that was a mistake. I think that was to get a rise out of the fans, and it worked. I mean, it really did. So this is what's going on right now. I'm gonna post it right here because it's funny as hell. Ryan Johnson had sent a tweet out last night at Netflix. It's been 2 months and blah 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 blah. Yeah, I'll let you read it right here. It's been too much, it's enough of this joking around. It's time to get this fixed. Evidently he doesn't know how to even work fucking Netflix. He doesn't know shit about Star Wars either, but he doesn't know how to work his damn Netflix remote control. And he says, well, it's been too much and it's about time.
I gotta lay off the peyote.
It's about time this gets fixed. I just had to tweet something up underneath it. It says, well, it's been 6 months since you released that abomination in The Last Jedi. I mean, so, with that being said, I'm going to stick it to them every chance I get. I'm going to be tweeting like crazy. I'm going to be doing everything I can do in order to get our subscribers up. We need to get our subscribers up. We need to get these videos shared. We need to make a push this week, a really hard push this week, to inform the rest of the fans exactly what's going on. I can tell you with 100% confidence that's exactly what's happening right now is they're doing a rebranding of Star Wars. This is not Lucas's Star Wars anymore. This is all going to be agenda-driven shit from them people that think crazy-ass people from frickin' California with those weird-ass damn points of view. And they think that everybody else in the country is the same way. And we're not. We're not the same way. So, being vocal has helped with the Rotten Tomato score. Share them. Tweet them. Everybody with a Twitter account. Retweet these videos. Get this stuff out there. Get people, if you've got 2,000, 5,000, 7, man, tweet this stuff out there because this is the honest to God truth of what's going on. People don't understand what Disney's doing right now. And I'm going to announce a couple things right here. I know, you know, I'm an extremely brand new channel here. I mean, I've had 3 or 4 channels of my own personal channels, but when it comes to this one right here, I mean, the channel's only 2 weeks old, but the content we're putting out is, it's true, and we've started getting subscribers and subscribers. I mean, my phone blows up, like, literally, with comments and everything else, which is great. I love it when y'all leave comments, and I try to reply to each and every one of them. And we're reaching not just in the U.S., but looking at the analytics. I mean, we're Australia, New Zealand, UK. We are in. I mean, it's been shared. Germany. It's been. I mean, it's been shared in a lot of places. There's been a lot of sharing going on. As a matter of fact, I mean, the average view time is extremely good. We really need to get this. This is a hard push. The last week we got to do this. So, since this is the last week we've got before the opening on Thursday night, and I checked my movie theaters again this morning, and we have 4 major movie theaters. 3 of them people actually go to, and 1 of them people don't. And they have reserved seating with the reclining seats and everything else, and that's the ones that everybody wants to go to. Now, I checked the Thursday nights, and I checked the 7:30s, 8s, and 9s, because all they got. I also checked them in 3D, also checked them in IMAX. Are you ready for this? The biggest of all of those times right there, the most amount of seats sold was 12 per showing. That's the most amount that was shown. I mean, that was sold. 12 pre-sales. The majority of them had 4 to 5 to 7 pre-sold tickets, and this is assigned seating theaters. So then I went to our biggest movie theater, and I checked it. I checked it for Thursday night and Friday night. And the biggest pre-sold tickets was 12. I mean, it's abysmal. You look at like you would think a 7:30 or a 8 or a 8:30. I mean, because they're here every 30 minutes. A 7, 7:30 or 8 or a 8:30. You would think that, you know, these are the peak times to go. Of course, there's some people that like to go to the 9 o'clock movie and so on. But one of them has 3 seats sold on an 8 o'clock. 3. So all this disinformation that Disney's putting out is to try to save their ass, because it's going to take a major catastrophe in order for them to look at the way they do things. As of yesterday, episode 9, this comes from a podcast I listen to quite often. It's actually from the UK, and from the podcast last night, episode 9. It seems as though God, I don't know how to put this without making it sound wrong. All right, we know there's a bunch of script rewrites going on, but from the podcast I listened to last night, it's a possibility, depending on the outcome of this weekend, is that everything has come to a halt. The actors don't come in until the end of the month anyway, to start their training. So, but they've been going through and revising script and everything else, and everything has come to a halt. until, I would imagine, until this weekend's over, to see how this train wreck's going to actually go. These people think it's going to beat Deadpool. It's going to beat Deadpool. Deadpool. You want to send a message to them? Go see Deadpool. It might beat Deadpool on the second week, but man, if it does, it's just barely going to do it, and it's got a 4-day opening weekend. Deadpool pulled in $125.5 million opening weekend. We'll probably pull in around 70 to 75 million this weekend, which will put it at the 200 million mark after 2 weeks. Avengers is still, Avengers still pulled in 85 million last week, so there's no reason why Deadpool can't pull in, especially on a 4-day weekend. Especially, there's no reason it can't pull in 85 or 90 million, because it's running numbers up there pretty damn close to Avengers, especially for an R-rated film. So I suggest that we take our Soylo money and we go put it to Deadpool 2. You'll enjoy the movie. I've seen the movie. You will enjoy the movie. I want to go back and watch it again, because you can't take in everything after the first one. I mean, after watching it just one time, you can't take everything in off the movie after the first time. You miss so much. There's so much in there, and every minute of it is just freaking hilarious. I mean, it's hilarious. It does have a good storyline. It does have a good plot. It has great characters. Domino was my favorite character in there besides Deadpool. Man, Josh Brolin did a great job in Deadpool 2. I'm telling you, if you want to go watch a movie this weekend, do Deadpool 2. Man, you'll love that movie. I have seen Soylo. It's bad. I mean, it really is bad. Go to Rotten Tomatoes, check it out. Check out what the critics have to say about it. Even the ones that say it's a good one, it's not. It's not good at all. I mean, you can read it in there. It's proprietary information wrapped up in a movie. There you go. But that got a good Rotten Tomato score. Anyway, so I got a special announcement. Alright, so we're coming up on 200 subscribers. Now, what I'm going to do is for every 100 subscribers that we get on this channel, I'm going to do a giveaway. Now, for our first 100, we've already surpassed that. Now, when it comes to number 200, that's what I'm going to do. You ready for this? For the 200th subscriber to this channel, which means get all your buddies and everything else, and what I'm going to do is it's not going to be the 200th subscriber. I'm going to take all 200 subscribers, I'm going to put them in random.org, and I'm going to do a random giveaway. That way the first subscriber, second subscriber, third subscriber, they still have a chance to win. Now, well, what are you going to be giving away? Well, how about the Return of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker lightsaber. With the box, with the stand, with everything ready to go. We hit 200 subscribers. I'm going to get everybody's name. I'm going to put them all down. And we're going to do a giveaway. And this lightsaber will go to one lucky subscriber out there. When we get to 300, I will come up with something just as good. And when we get to 400, and 500, and 600, and 700, I want this thing to grow. And I'm going to keep bringing you as much content as I can possibly bring you. So, with that, subscribe, like, share. You can also comment on Twitter. Comment down below. Make sure you comment down below. It's really important that we interact with each other. It helps for YouTube to spread the content and put it up in suggestion boxes and everything else for suggested content. But you can always come see me over at Twitter, which is at reviewsforyou18. That is on Twitter. There I'll be putting up some funny stuff and bringing up just random facts throughout the day, and we're going to be hashtagging every one of them Not My Star Wars. We're going to try and get that trending. So, until next time, I am out of here.